Alright, hello, welcome back, and... Whoa, what's all this? Oh, still chests. They're normal. Okay. So, doing some more Minecraft Let's Play. I can't tell the birch and the oak apart right now. Oh well. Anyway. Oh, but that double chest is green, right. Is that vanilla or is that a mod? Anyway, figured I'd do some Minecraft Let's Play. It is Christmas, as you can tell by the chests. And I figured since I'm doing this just for my own enjoyment largely, why not spend some time gaming as well? Okay, wow, that'll throw me off, I guess, until tomorrow. There's a green chest there, a green chest there. The green blends in, whereas the red really, really stands out. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Since the last time I streamed, at least, I got a bit of building done, some navigation mostly, organized some stuff as well, and moved the cauldron over there. However, I haven't actually done anything with the cauldron, because that I figured would be fun to do while I've got a mic on. And about the mic, I've also sort of done an improvised throat mic thing, using the headset that I've been recording with, but tucking it into my collar since I've got a high collar today. What's that? How do you switch your viewpoint? I never actually used third-person view. So let's check. View, toggle liquid view, no, not that. POV, third. Okay, I've got no idea how to switch viewpoint. Is it tab? It's not tab. Control? Alt? No. Okay. Don't know how to take a good look at myself, but there's like wings? Wings. Why are there wings? The hat I get. Why the wings? Okay. And I suppose I've had a fairly good year this year, actually. Oh yeah, I built this at some point too. At least a fairly good December. It's been pretty chill. Japan is quite nicely decorated, and so that's a nice way to spend stuff. Family is unfortunately across an ocean, but earlier today at least I was able to spend some time just chilling with people that I know online, and that was pretty enjoyable and felt festive in a way. Good way. And one thing I haven't done yet today, and actually kind of common, since I have my limits in terms of socialization. I am sort of an introvert. Where do I have... Is it over here? Yes. So yeah, since I'm sort of an introvert, after a certain point I do typically end up just chilling alone and doing some gaming. When I was a kid it was often something new I'd gotten. I've just realized that I need to actually set this up properly. Okay, let's check chunk boundaries. Chunk. Ah, it's F5. Huh, okay. That's interesting. Oh wow, it looks weird looking at the sparkles from the thermometer in third person. The hat is poorly synced to the head, weirdly. The wings are interesting. Man, you know what I wish I had? I wish I had some means of flight. Okay, let's just look at some random stuff while we go. Is that normal dirt? Yep, that's normal dirt. Anyway, decent holiday this year despite being on the road, and yeah, this should be fun. Oh, what was I doing? I was checking chunk boundaries. It's not that. That? No. No. There. Okay, I think that's a chunk. Yep. Okay, that's a chunk there. Oh yeah, that makes it much easier to see. Ah! Ah jeez. Ah jeez. Ah jeez. Okay. And the improvised throat mic probably picked up that panic panting too. Okay, so when exploring, let's take a moment to calm down first. Actually, I've got the experience back. When checking stuff near lava, don't back up into the lava. If you do back up into the lava, make sure you can get out very quickly. And I burned to death right before I got... Yeah, I burned to death right before I got to the water, which is unfortunate. But still far enough away from the lava that I can just grab all my stuff and then continue. Man, that was a sudden burst of adrenaline. I should probably have slept better last night. I think part of it is I hadn't eaten well 2 days before, so then yesterday I was a bit off and didn't fully compensate for that. Anyway, chunk boundary was over here somewhere, so this is a different chunk than that, which means this does actually look like a good spot. Later on I might move it one more over to this diagonal, or maybe even here, but for the time being there's like water on that side, water on that side. I like this. Do I have a shovel? Yes I do. And if I'm not mistaken, well, you definitely need some sort of heat source under that. I think lava works. I've not actually tried lava, and I'll want to put that back at some point. But let's try. Yay! It's also far enough away from wood that it shouldn't cause any problem. Just to be safe, I'm gonna chop this down. That's plenty far away. Yep, looks good. Fine. If nothing else, this will be funny to look at later on. Because I think I'm the right amount of alert to still be doing stuff, but apparently not so alert that I'm being careful. Oh yeah, I made some sugarcane block with a bunch of sugarcane. That could be cool later on. I don't like this top texture, it's kind of ugly, but the side stuff, I like that. Anyway, I need paper. Good. I need string. I really gotta make an autocrafter at some point. Oh, I can make hay blocks. Hay blocks might be useful. I don't have enough of those. Okay. So I think if I make that, good. Yep. Good. Do I have any more of the powder? Do I have any more of the crystals? Kinda. Let's see, that's hard to get. Perditio and Ignis are both pretty easy, I think. I mean, I can make more. And pinch. I might end up making more since I think you can actually, yeah, you can just chuck crystals in. Do I have any quartz? I do have quartz. Before I use up these, let's see if I can get anything from the cauldron. So yeah, that's how knackered I am, I suppose. Nope, it's completely vanished. Okay. But that could come in handy, actually. So I'm going to chuck 2 of these in. I need more quartz. And I can tell right now that I need to wall off that lava pit. Because, yeah, that lava pit is pretty big. Oh, got it in my inventory. Derp, derp. It's also the sudden drop in the way I have to walk around it, and yeah. Danger pit. Oh, it's dissipated. Okay, so now these 2 I'll put back. Because I think it takes a little bit of effort for me to get those. Oh. Okay, trying very carefully place back on my neck. Okay, test. Okay. Hopefully that helped avoid some of the owl from loud. Okay. So I got those, need a ball, need a flint. Ball, flint, there. The Victus we do actually need later on for a step that's actually kind of annoying. I've mentioned I'm tired, right? I don't need two of those. I really don't need two of those. Okay, doing this hopefully only once more. You know what? This time I'm gonna just do it here so I can then be careful. And make the redstone. Good. Don't put that in the hotbar. Oh, what are the aspects? Ooh, that's not worth putting directly into the cauldron. I didn't want that to be like that. I wanted the normal workbench. Okay, good. I have my Thaumonomicon. So now I can work on... No, we got that one already. I'll work on alchemical metallurgy. Instrumentum. What sources of instrumentum do I have? Oh. You could just chuck flint in there? Sweet. Yeah, I think we'll do that. From what I recall, we need at least two of those ingots later on. So I'm actually going to grab a second piece of flint, and then we can avoid having anything go to waste. Hopefully. Don't I have flint somewhere? Huh. Maybe I don't have flint. Okay. I'm not... my chests aren't perfectly organized yet, as you can plainly see. So... Oh, or... No, not that one. It's wrong. Uh-huh. Okay, I can chuck that in, and I get one instrumentum, and... Yeah, I can get one instrumentum quartz crystal thing. It's good, I free up space and get many crystal. Basically. So the... Let's see. Oh, I've discovered that. Sweet. Oh yeah. Now I can finally get that, and you know what I got a lot of? I've got a lot of string. I can turn the string into wool. So I think I'm gonna make the robe. And then later on, those. I'll definitely make the robe at least. Have I gotten this yet? No. Oh yeah, I got that one just by climbing up there. Up somewhere up there. So that was easy to get. But I think I need to go down near bedrock for this. So I'll be doing that as well. That one requires the metallurgy. Theory crafting. I haven't made this yet. I'm gonna need to make that soon. But first of all, being very careful because plainly I am tired still. Okay, that's good. That's good. Chuck one of those in, with that out. That as well. 1, 2. Oh, right. I can get both. Good. Good, good. I just need to remember to be alert and careful. I'm being so knackered. Oh man. Okay. So we've done that. And that, then let's open up this. Sweet. Theory. So for that I do actually need the alchemical, the theory crafting thing. Oh, that keeps falling out. 1 sec. Or no? Okay, I think that volume is still decent enough. So I'll make do with that for now. And check afterwards the volume at the start versus volume later on. Okay. So harder than iron. Ah, right. The properties of it. Ah, that requires Terra and Percantio. Oh. So a flint. Interesting, you can make brass and this if you get a source of Percantio. But first I want the artifice. And let's just double check. Yeah, good. Okay. I really wish I could get my stream just on this window instead of having to tab, instead of having the whole desktop. If I could just get the one game window, but oh well. So, artifice, census, machina, observation, artifice. Okay. Tools and dangers, yep. Set of goggles. Yeah, these are useful. But I am going to need a bunch more. I think 2 more of the thermometers. Oh yeah, there we go. We needed 2 brass ingots, 2 more thermometers, and 4 leather. I think I've got the leather, or if not, I've got the rotten flesh for the leather. Okay. Basic artifice. Yep. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. That's kind of handy. Iron plate. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hungry chest, that's fun. Oak chest looks like this in the inventory today. Okay, so that's good. Am I still streaming? It's streaming. So I need to craft both of those. Observation Golemancy. Okay, what's this? I'd need to build a... need to build another portal and get a blaze rod. Oh, this could be handy actually. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used one, but that could be pretty handy. Redstone relay. Ah. Okay, that'll be easy to unlock. Have I not looked at torches yet? The simple torch, and I haven't looked at it. Okay. Had not done that. Plates. Oh, nice. Okay, with an amber block. And what is that? So I can place a few of those and it will put stuff all over. Could come in handy. Local aura. Ah. I like the sound of that. I need another thermometer. So I need a bunch of crystals. Did I make that? Oh, I think that's Armancy. So I need to get down to bedrock for that, to see the recipe. That looks like it'll be really cool, actually. So I want to see what it looks like. That sounds pretty basic. Okay, I'll skip that. Infusion. Banners. Ah, okay. Are those the normal banners? Not too urgent. Oh, fancy. Okay. This takes a while to get. First I'm gonna have to get all of this, and this one is tricky. Well, not tricky, but tedious. Because I think I need warded jars in order to get the files. So yeah, that'll take a bit of time. And also it's not simple or straightforward anyway. Livingstone of Travel. I need a source of crystals first. Barrier stone. I haven't actually read this page in this version of Thaumcraft yet, so let's take a look at this. Not always... That prevents golems. Unbroken line. Oh, for best results, right. Okay. Well, for starters, I'm gonna need a Thaumcraft chest at some point. So let's make one of those. It occurs to me that there's a lot of fire over near that. Quite a lot of fire, and this is made of wood. I'll think about that. Don't really need to resolve it quite immediately, but I'll certainly think about it. This is why I didn't want to turn that other thing into one of these, because for some reason it seems a little buggy. Nice, I think... Okay, so one stack of string I think is exactly enough for the chest piece. Please don't. Good. Oh yeah, got that chest piece. And I think in the upper corner we can see... Oh no, it's just the graphic. So how does it... Ah, it's where the little iron or brass notch is. Okay, got that. It's probably enchantable too. Probably quite enchantable. I do have enough for the goggles. So I think I'll make the goggles. It appears to be tricky to look at the item frame, awkwardly enough. Okay, over here, I deem this safe-ish. So we drop those in there. And this shall be our Thaumcraft chest. Ooh. Hey, I wonder if the other thing is still all Christmassy. With blinking lights. Oh yeah, that's what I was working on when I got the high places. Blinking lights? Yeah, it's still blinking lights. Yeah, this is cool. That's a bit excessive. That's fine, stopping after Christmas. But I want this. I want this after Christmas, somehow. I wonder if there's any way to do that. Other than actually modifying the mod source. Oh, I've not actually walked over here. That's a cool area. There's bees. Plenty of pigs. Anything of note over here? Ooh, spiders. I'm gonna fight the spiders. Because that is experience. And this rotten flesh is quite useful. Ooh, this is cool. I like how there's an arch there. I'll keep that. We got blinking lights over there. Okay, is there a way back through here? This is actually quite a nice area that I've set up in. I'm pleased with it. Yes, if I climb up here. Slowly. There. Okay. Still nothing over here. Nothing there. Is that lit or something? Maybe not. Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff all around. I want to take a look at this this thing over here too. Let's see. Other stuff I've been doing. Yesterday, was it? I think it was yesterday, yeah. I spent a while thinking about how best to learn Chinese. Because I want to learn Chinese. I've got some... done a bit so far. I can order food at least. But... oh, and I can understand numbers when they say how much my food costs. But it's still quite basic. And I was thinking, like, a lot of the standard approach seems quite artificial in some ways, where you just go, okay, here's a bunch of lessons, do these lessons, and then, yeah, you know Chinese, or you know Japanese, or French or Spanish, or whatever. But as I'm sure anyone who's taken high school Spanish can tell you, that's not always a complete approach. And in my case, I think doing it just that way isn't going to be the fastest either. So I was thinking, like, okay, I need to know how to pronounce things. That I actually do have, that skill, or knowledge. Mostly because I've spent time listening to native speakers and communicating with native speakers and watching when native speakers are very confused as I say, oh, I'm vegetarian, and they're like, huh? Because I mispronounce it. So I'm like, okay, 我不吃肉. Probably mispronounced that as well, but from context then they can figure out, okay, so you're saying this and that. Oh, you're vegetarian, aren't you? You don't eat meat. I see. Sort of thing. So, yeah. Knowing how to pronounce things, very important. Especially in a language like Chinese, which is quite different than English in terms of phonology. But I've got a way to do that. And I think a decent way, actually. There's my gold. Good. So I need 8 pieces of this. Oh, that'll take a little bit. Oh well. And that. So yeah, I need to know pronunciation. Got that. I need to know vocabulary. And I suspect that a lot of Learn Chinese courses will be aimed at either, let's see, tourists typically use a phrase book or English. This may be a bit of a long, rambly topic. Sorry about that. But yeah, tourists will, in my experience, typically use like phrases or English. And if you're not familiar with travel in Asia, using English everywhere might seem like rude, but from my experience, a lot of Asians, at least in big cities, will just expect you to use English because you're foreign. In particular, if you look European, they're like, oh, okay, you probably speak English better than our language, so they'll try their best and you'll try your best. And it's just what happens. And this applies in like Malaysia, it applies in Taiwan, in Japan, though I don't have a good, I have a skewed impression of Japan because I actually speak Japanese. No, don't. Okay, I don't know what the map does if you zap it, but just in case, let's not zap the map. So yeah, tourists, vocabulary. Ah yes, tourists probably won't be taking a Chinese course, or if they do take a Chinese course, it'll be like super superficial. So, okay, won't get too much useful information from that. And then I think you've got a lot of businessmen or business people and students who might be taking a foreign language, and the vocabulary that those demographics learn isn't really what I'm after, I don't think. I mean, it can be useful to know how to say student, but I think, ooh, sweet. Okay. Anyway, I think just learning, I think for vocabulary, learning on my own is probably better than relying just on the vocabulary that I'd get in a typical generic course. Because knowing how to say foreign exchange student is kind of useful. I have actually used that, and I know someone who will be doing that. Age gap, but like, personal back. I would explain to friends, but not to random strangers necessarily. Anyway, I know someone who will be doing foreign exchange soon, so it would be kind of useful to be able to say that. But I think a lot more useful for my purposes, at least, is going to be being able to say stuff like is it turnip cake? Turnip cake, maybe? Whatever the tasty thing is that is like a rectangle sort of. Knowing specific foods is a good form of vocabulary, or knowing how to say vegetarian, that's also obviously good. Yay, I've got goggles revealing, which doesn't show me a whole lot, but shows me a little. Basically, personalized vocabulary, quite useful. Generic vocabulary depends. It can be useful, or it could just be kind of boring and dull, and I don't want to lose interest. Also, knowing how to say future is quite an interesting one in my opinion, because that's... Did that just freeze? Yeah. Because future is the same word, basically, in Chinese and Japanese, just pronounced slightly differently. And a lot of the ones that are the same word are pronounced very differently, but this is almost the same. So there's pronunciation. Got a method for that. Vocabulary, I can just use a dictionary and look up what I need. So rather than sitting there and memorizing stuff, being exposed to situations where I need vocab is more useful. So don't need formal lessons for that. But that does mean I need reasons to look up vocabulary. Like songs might be good, or trying to communicate with people. My skill's not quite good enough yet for that, so maybe park that for a little bit. Or watching TV. So there we go. Trying to find some Taiwanese TV or songs could be quite useful. No, anything else up here? I could put another stack of cobble through. Yeah, I'll put a stack of cobble through. Now what other things do I need to learn? This is me recapping my thought process from yesterday. I'm going to need to learn grammar, how to say things. Because in Chinese, you don't just do a one-to-one equivalent of English. Like, you can't say, I saw the cat. There is no word for saw in Chinese. There's only see. And there is no word for the. It doesn't exist. Yeah. So you can't do a one-to-one translation from English into Chinese. And you also can't do a one-to-one translation from Chinese into English. Or you can, but it sounds weird. Incidentally, that's kind of like some of the pidgin English that you hear in random street stalls and such. So you do hear that sometimes, but it's not standard, and yeah, it gets interpreted very, very differently. Ooh, bees. We can make that. Let's see, I want to put a meadows and a forest because I've got plenty of both. What else was there? If you can hear that in the background, that's me pulling out the notes I had taken. Not that. This page? Oh yeah, practical usage. That again is something that I think you'd pick up more naturally than doing a dedicated lesson. Unless you had a really good teacher who wasn't just following the... If you had someone who had experience teaching practical usage rather than school usage, then I might get the type of Chinese that I want from them. But if it's anything like Japanese, you do learn some pretty good basics from school, but it's also quite formal in some ways. Yeah, like in school, I learned how to communicate, for instance, with convenience shop clerks in Japanese. If they would only speak more slowly. They speak incredibly fast and it's hard to understand them. But if they spoke slowly, and, you know, not their fault, it's... I'm sure speaking fast saves time. If I got them to speak slowly, then we could have a perfectly reasonable conversation. Well, not conversation, but perfectly understandable exchange between the two of us, using only what I learned in school. But then the moment I go out to like, the moment I go out even to a casual okonomiyaki restaurant and order something from the, well, start chatting with the person cooking actually, then I might hear stuff like, I might hear like, Hachikai Maija. And like, what? If you just know school Japanese, because I don't think, maybe umai would be taught as skillful, but, oh, and, so yeah, maybe umai might be taught as skillful, and, and, but then the ja, or jan, a little bit hard, I'm not too, I haven't said that very often. Basically it's a dialectal quirk, and not the standard phrase. Blast protection, soulbound. Ooh, soulbound. Is this the same? Different. Ooh, soulbound 3. Or I could... nah. Soulbound 3. Or I could just put unbreaking on that. Blast protection. Blast protection sounds good, actually. Saves me from creepers. So yeah, street usage and school usage sometimes differ a bit. So that's a case where watching the right type of videos and TV and such could be more useful than taking lessons. But the grammar is one thing that I actually do need formal lessons on, I think. At least for optimum efficiency and effectiveness. So I took a look around, and now that I knew exactly what I wanted, instead of a generic teach me Chinese, oh wise Google Oracle, I was able to quickly Google for something that does look like it gives me what I need, which is just the grammar, and then I can fill in the other stuff. So sweet, I am happy with this. You can make this out of treated wood. Okay. Those are drawers and such. Now, I've been basically wandering around since I have that done. I'm thinking about what to do. Okay, that's good for now. There. What else? Oh yes, lapis. It's kind of cool having the lapis in a Christmas box. I wonder if I can get fancy chests elsewhere. Okay, chest can go over here. Take off these. And let's get... Yep, can't get that. Get the blast protection. Sweet. Protection, fire protection. Last stand? I wonder what that is. I'm not super enamored of any of those. So... there we go. Now I've got cool glowing robes. And drop the lapis there. Ooh. Something I do want is I want an auto crafter. Oh, I can just check here. Let's see, which of these is going to be good? Uncrafting table? Maze map focus. Okay, can't get that. I should do the Twilight Woods at some point. Mechanical crafter, maybe this one? No. Okay, that's a little expensive. Yeah, that one's more expensive, so... oh, way more expensive. Okay. Auto crafting, simple crafter... sequential fabricator. Oh, that looks relatively simple. Might try that. Draconium. Yeah, nah. That's expensive. Assembler, nope. I think that's tricky as well. Okay, this one is nice and easy. Need blue dye. Might make that at some point. Oh, I should make more use of this too. So many projects. Minecraft is truly a game of look at all the things you can build. Okay, but I am content with this right now. Oh, cool. That's quite easy. From what I recall, this basically makes explodey bits. Ooh, it takes charcoal too. Sweet. Yeah, I think that does explodey stuff. So be careful with that. But this one, this is... Yeah, here's where it gets a little tedious. This one isn't so bad, because those are all the basics. But then the next iteration, yeah. And that unlocks quite a lot. Ornaments I also want. Lowest depths of the world. Later. For now, actually, let's get this to be a little safer. This bit over here with the lava and all that. Because I fell in there once, and I feel like I've nearly fallen once or twice more, running back and forth. That looks like a good entry exit. Maybe this one too. Or here. Yeah, might do that. Okay, that's a little better. I can't wander in at least. Well, not as easily. I might end up taking this corner of the hill out. Okay, good. Got this going nicely. This I want to improve upon, because that's been awkward for a while now. This is cherry. Okay, do I have any cherry wood still? I might need to plant more trees. Wood? Yep. Yeah, I need to plant more trees. Oh, I've only got one sapling. Oh dear. So we'll be careful with the sapling. Okay. Got that. Is there something up there? Oh, it's a butterfly. Okay, I see. This I'm going to want to move at some point. But not yet. That's there. Okay, I don't have the tree. I don't have the resources for it quite yet. Oh, but I could probably... Need more willows as well. I can at least turn this into a double door. Nice. I've been wanting that for a while. Just a little bit. Like, not hugely so, but it's nice having that. Oh, I don't have any birch in here yet. Huh, okay. Silver lime. Okay, let's also tinker with this, because doing this while I've got a mic so I can record my thoughts seems interesting. So, $15.50. Complexity cap, 15, whole capacity, 50. Total cost is fairly low. I need an engine. Steve, type. Oh, nice. Okay, I can get a coal engine. Or a tiny coal engine. Or tiny solar. Ooh, solar actually uses... Yeah, let's skip the solar for now. It's not horrible, the resources it uses, but I kind of want to keep those for other stuff, and I don't have a good source of glowstone yet. So yeah, skip the solar for now. We'll either make a normal or a tiny coal engine. Storage. Cannot make internal storage. Extracting chests? Huh. That's interesting. Dynamic. Oh, okay. But nope. Right and left sides. Front, top. I think I want top chest. Wool? Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, chest lock. Okay. Alright, let's start putting stuff together. That's pretty easy to make. That's also pretty easy to make. Might do that first. Just getting some basics out of the way. So if we make a coal engine, well, a tiny coal engine, that uses up 2 of our complexity, I think, which is fine. That'll get us testing. Oh, do you need to fuel it? Oh, okay. Yep. Won't occupy any sides. Then storage. Probably gonna want the top chest. But let's check other stuff first. Torch placer looks pretty cool. Basic drill. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, I do have diamonds. Okay. So I could make that. Basic farmer. Basic woodcutter. Yes. Wood cutting. What happens there is I'm using external keyboard on a laptop because reasons. If I shift a little bit, then I can end up squishing the print screen key. No, let's move back a little to hopefully not have that happen quite so much. Okay, what we're doing? Yes, wood cutting core. So that needs 2 gold, bunch of iron, bunch of redstone. I've got the gold up in the spot above, so that'll be easy to do. Here's my ores. Good ore. Let's process this tin. Oh, it's nice having that not smack me in the face, basically. Having it be a little bit wider is nice. I really gotta finish that. You know what? I need copper. I'll get copper at some point. I'll keep the sand for now. Then come down here. Oh, I wonder if I can disassemble carts. I think that'll be important to find out. Well, don't need that just yet. Yep. Good, got that. That. saplings do I have the most of? Oh, but with this I can... yeah, good. That keeps me from needing a new stack, basically. Huh. Ah, okay. Okay. So there's 2 recipes, depending on which approach. Yes, good. Okay, that dropped for a bit. So, iron drill, basic drill, hardened drill, Galgadorian drill. I think starting off with the iron drill is probably a good idea, because the iron drill, that's quite basic. That would let me test things. I like testing things before committing. So yeah, let's do that. Attachment. No, tool. What tools do I have? Very few tools. Torch placer is interesting. Railer, bridge builder, track remover. Okay, hydrator. Ah, that might be useful. Also the fertilizer. Yep, I like both of those. Seat, cool. Oh, I can ride in it. Nice. Advanced control. Okay. Oh, a shooter? Huh. I wonder what that does. Now, as you can probably tell from my rather haphazard exploration of this, I have not used this mod before, so it'll be interesting seeing what all this stuff does. Tree tap. Oh, okay. So I think what I want to do is I definitely want a basic woodcutter. No doubt about that, because I really, really want a source of wood that I don't have to manually chop. But to test that, let's first make an iron drill, which is this pattern. Yep, good. And then just pop those 2 in. Maybe also a chest, just for good measure. Which chest was the cheapest? That one's a little bit cheaper. Get more expensive. Conflicts. So, top or side? Sides for now. So what do I need for this? Need... oh, nice. Quite easy. Good, got that. Need a chest lock. Chest lock, not chess. Chest, as it goes. Okay, smooth stone. Do I have any smooth stone anywhere? Well, that's an oversight. Just to get things going, I'll make some here. But I'm also going to need to make some up there. With the automatic one. Okay, chest lock. Good. So I need 2 of these, I think. Is that, yep, and 4 of those. That's not 4. That is 4. Good. Side chests. Total time to assemble, 11 seconds. Total cost, 8. Okay. So we'll see how that works. Is that fueled? I think I had on just the one charcoal, but may as well keep it fueled. Okay. No idea how this works. Let's just see, basically. So now this is coal powered, meaning it should work underground. And it has a drill, meaning I think it drills, basically. So let's try it here. Okay, that's not the way we want it to face. That's still not the way we want it to face. Okay, how does this work? Good enough. Oh. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, repair it with iron ingots. Oh. Okay, you can reverse cart direction. Cool. What happens if I... What did you do? Okay. It's digging up here. Cool. So it looks like it digs a 3x3. Okay, that might also be another useful way to make long passages. Nice. I think it's stuck now. Nope. Disable the drill for now. Reverse. Revert. I think I need an end stop for that. Alright, cool. I have some idea of how this works now. It also keeps stalling and then running out of fuel. Standard hull. That can have two engines. And I've got the iron for it now. So I think I'll make a standard hull. Yeah, the wooden hull is super basic. I think that's just for... Oh, it's probably for this exact purpose, actually. If you don't have many resources and you need to just get started. Oh yeah, that could be an interesting way to do a bunch of auto mining, actually. Huh. I might keep that in mind and do that on a fresh start at some point. Now that I finally actually understand how this mod works, it's like super intimidating. There was a just wall of information. I think you saw me staring at that for like 20 minutes, was it? I can take a look. Anyway, calling it here is like the end of the what do I even do with this? So, well, it's a good... there we go. I'm staring at the map. So later on I can check by staring at the map and see how long it took me. And that was after spending a bit of time beforehand doing some pre-study of sorts. Is there a disassembler? Nope. Cart. Okay. Detector. I don't necessarily see a way to disassemble carts, which is unfortunate because, yeah, I have a limited number of diamonds, and all of these use diamonds. Oh, that's the wrong one. Later on it won't be so much of an issue, but right now I kind of like those diamonds. Wait, where'd my appetite go? Okay, the appetite vanished. Also good to know. Don't mine it. Don't pick up the thing if you have valuable stuff in it. Okay. Alright. Anyway, I think I understand how that works, so I can see something that I want to make now. I don't know if it's the best way to do what I want, but it's something now, and it'll save quite a lot of time on certain things. Okay, drop in the standard hull. Oh, that's what it looks like. Engines. Thermal engine. Nope, can't really do that yet. I could probably look into it, but nah. Ah. Okay, I think what I want is I want a coal engine and a solar engine, which is not too bad. How much glowstone do I have? Okay. Cannot make the solar engine right now. I can make the coal engine at least. Well, let's check the add-ons actually. Height controller, liquid entity. Brake handle? Okay. Divine shield. Huh. Yeah, no. Not yet. Colorizer. Oh. Projectile potion. Netherwort? Oh, crop netherwort, not projectile. Derp. Yeah, I thought it was more projectile. Mechanical pig. Oh, okay. But that occupies the front side, so yeah, not worth it. Incinerator? Probably don't need that. Drill intelligence. Ooh, enchanter, but nope. Oh, a crafter. Wonder what that does. Okay, well anyway, I want chests on the sides, I think. I want the coal engine. So let's make those chests first. Oh, no. Storage. Ah, tanks as well. But I don't need tanks, really. Not for what I'm planning. Ooh, internal storage. Might do that just because it's a simple recipe. takes 5 minutes. Okay. So I need storage. I need the tree chopper thing. Yep. And I need 2 engines. Wait, I forgot to grab more ore. Oh, how did that get in there? These are a pain to kill because they're knockback immune. There we go. Iron. Gonna need more iron at some point too. Alright, so I'll get a basic tree farm going with just this. And we'll see how it does. Hopefully it works the way I want it to. If it doesn't, then that's a little awkward. We'll see. I really need to get more copper so I can finish wiring all that up. And we're also low on iron, so yep. Need some iron as well. Oh, dust there. All pulverized. Ah, that's running out of power. Okay. Ooh, the cherry tree is done. Let's get that at least. What was this? Oh yeah, high vis. Okay, somewhere in here there was that axe. Good. Drop that off. Drop that off. I think this will work well. We'll see. Yeah, that worked quite well. Nice, let's plant a bunch more of those, because that worked really well with this particular kind of axe. And although I have other sources of fuel now, well, other sources of energy, I still need wood for lots of various things, like making chests, making charcoal for things that don't take energy, they take actual burnable fuel. Yeah, wood for various products, sticks, torches, you name it. Okay. I think I do actually want to place that down. Smooth out this path, basically. Let's see. Put 2 there. 2 there. Yeah, that'll work quite nicely. Sweet. This, I think, is going to have to be stairs. Yeah, just so bump awkwardly. But I think the rest can be slabs. Nice. Now let's dig all that up to make an actual pathway. And yeah, this is looking more civilized now. We've got like actual paths and stuff. I should probably light it at some point too. Cool. I'm pleased. Pleased by this so far. It's fairly basic still, but yeah, just makes things feel a bit more like a proper base instead of a loose collection of buildings. What I might do at some point is I might raise this a little bit. Build a platform here, but that's a task for another day. Given that I've done this so far, yeah, that works, and I did the Thaumcroft stuff. So, sweet. Alright, good enough for now for me. Take care. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You're probably not watching this on Christmas or New Year's, so yeah, happy life.